Good morning. Running a couple of minutes late for our session this morning. We're going to do some twisting today. So let's start by coming straight onto our back. And welcome. Name's Charlton for those who haven't practiced with me before. From here, just hands on belly or alongside the body. Let your knees drop in. And let's just take a couple of breaths. So breathing in slowly through the nose. And let it out through the mouth. And again. On the next breath, let the eyes close over. And then let your awareness come to your body. Just a little scan from head to toe. Just feeling, sensing whatever sensations come up. And then an awareness comes to the energy in our body. How we're feeling, the mind. And then set any intention you'd like. I'm just going to set gratitude, would be my suggestion. Just kind of grateful to have the time, whatever time you're taking, to practice, to be here. From here, come back to the breath, so slowly feel the breath in. And the breath now is in through the nose and out through the nose. No particular breath other than that. Just rise and fall with your breath. The engagement of the body as you breathe in. And the softening of the body. Continue that, but our feet are in easy rest with them walked out to the side, knees dropped in. Release the knees, arms kind of shoulder high. Inhale, and on the next exhale, let your knees go to the left. So gentle lengthening through our obliques, so these muscles on the waist, and of course through the spine, and then inhale back up. So do this if you can with the rhythm. So that rhythm where the breath rises with the inhale and then exhale, you're using that to release. Having said that, you might want to linger on one side or the other. And shortly coming back to center. Okay. Bring your knees to your chest. First thing to do is just squeeze them in the back, a little massage circle if you wish. And then big toes touch, knees wide. Now, bring the knees up towards your chest, into the center of the chest so they touch, down back over the hips and out again. So we're just creating a little circle. And reverse that circle. Okay. From here, right thigh over left thigh. Lift your body up. Hands now come to opposite knees. First thing I want you to do is we're going to try and feel this in outer hips. Draw your knees apart. Some of you will know this pose. You slide your hands down the shin, maybe to the outside of your feet. Let your body come down. And like a wishbone or a tie, just draw the legs out. If that is easy for you, draw the knees into your chest, draw your feet down. Not particularly easy for me this morning, so as soon as I draw the feet apart, even here, with my hands back up near the knees, I'm feeling that outer hips. Release, try the other side. So it's Gomakasana on your back or shoelace pose. Again, once you've got that little outer hip action, let the body come back down. And release. Left leg and easy rest, right leg to the sky. Bend the knee, draw it in, hold that for a moment, and then extend. Hold, point, flex. Grip the hand really strong, press your thigh into that hand as you lengthen your leg. But then let your shoulders relax, arms. Some of this might have the range of movement where hands come to the back of the calf. And release, try the second side. So leg in, hands behind the thigh, hold. Extend to the ceiling. Again, some with a bit more range of movement might get your hands up behind your calf today. And release. Okay, revolve belly pose, right and left, but arms in a nice surrender type position, so cactus arms, if you will. From there, lift your hips up, take them to the left, bring them down on the edge of the mat, let your knees go to the right. So it's going to stretch that waistline, but also open up the shoulders a little. Going to help us when we get to twisting later. Once you're here, take a big breath in, open the mouth again, and let it out. Let the body soften. So we're going to use that breath we were doing earlier to help us soften into this. So breathe in. Try to allow your belly to pull, go soft. Almost like it's falling to the ground on the right side. Okay. Keep your arms without. Come back to center. Try the other side. Hips to the right. You could leave your feet on the ground and do this, or knees to the chest, whatever works this morning. And if the knees don't want to stack, that's okay. I'm more interested in this breath and then the release. If forearms are kind of staying off the ground, you could take them out a little bit, in a little bit. You should be feeling this, and again, we're stretching our side body as well as we do this. And release. Your way to come up, I'm just going to rock up and down, slowly up. First thing to do is come straight away. Little cat pose. We've been on our back, so just a very brief one. We're going to go somewhere else very shortly. So just round the spine. Exhale. Head, hip up. And again. Try and let this keep out of the pose. So round, lower back, middle back, upper back. Head is low. Head has got nothing to do. And then hips lift, lower back, middle back, upper back, head. And one more. Okay. From here, we're going to come into a cross leg. And similar to a session I did the other day, we're going to warm these hips up a little more. So all I want you to do is lean back, change across. Come up, maybe come forward, and then change again. And forward, and change. And again. Okay. Through here, bound ankle. Press the feet together, and then extend your legs. Press the feet together, and extend your legs again. Press the feet together, and extend. Okay. Hold this one. Hands could be behind to prop you up. You could be sitting on a bolster, a block, or a blanket to keep your hips up. From there, bring your right hand in front, left hand behind, draw the belly in, and just a gentle little twist to the left. Keep your spine to center. We're not leaning over for this variation. Come back to center, try the other side. Come back to center. Now, bring your right hand over to your thigh and use the leg, nice and strong. Press the hand into the leg. Use that as a little bit of a lever. And some of you might even go down onto the shin. but try to keep your spine in the center. Lengthen up, press your breastbone. Change, try the other side. And release. Okay. Either cross-legged, legs forward, or kneeling Vajrasana. So just sitting on your heels, if that works, some of you might find this will work better coming up onto a kneeling position. We're just going to open up the chest, and then you're going to eagle arm, left arm under right, whatever your eagle is. It could be this one or here. As long as the arms are folding around each other, you ain't going to hold. You're just going to open, and you're going to change again. You're going to open, change, open, change. One more. And change. Okay. Through here, next pose, Gomukhasana. Bring your right hand behind your back with the palm out. So it looks like that. And then left hand over. Now, maybe they touch. Maybe they don't, because you're just going to move from one to the other. From one, keep going to the other. One more. And let's shake it out. Coming back to all fours once again. Okay, give your booty a little squeeze. Hip, left, right, circle. From here, bring your right leg around behind your left. Walk your hands a little forward, sit your hips back. So again, a little stretch, similar to the pose we're doing on the back, bit of a Gomukhasana. And if you're not sure, the legs are just looking a little like this. And some of you know you can go quite deep into that pose, but we're not here for too long. So let's just unwind. Try the second. Sweep the leg around. And just sitting back any degree, reaching forward at the same time. Press into the shins. You want to feel how the hips get a nice little bit of work. And release. Okay. From here, we're going to thread the needle. We're going to do it in a particular fashion. So if you've never done this pose, watch me do it. I'm going to bring my left arm under, bend my right. I'm going to come onto my shoulder and the side of my face. Now, for some of us, this will not quite work. So you could take your knees wider, might help you. You could put something under your head, although ideally there's very little weight there. I'm going to bring my right hand off the mat. Big bend in the elbow. Now I'm going to use that to press my right shoulder blade back. Again, there's very little weight on my head. I mean, it's touching the ground, but most of it's in my shoulder. Some of you will know the pose. You'll know you can take the arm up, take a little bind. I actually, today, just prefer to press the ground away, draw my right shoulder blade back, open my chest up. A mild twist. And slowly take weight into that hand, bring the left out. Try the other side. So again, right hand down, left hand alongside, walk it out, open up the chest or take it to the sky. As always, if some pose doesn't suit you, don't feel you have to do it. Release, come in. So if a pose is really not working for you today, then skip it. We're going to just walk ourselves forward, lower down. Okay, hands alongside the chest, tuck your elbows in. A little cobra, press your feet into the ground. And this could be a Sphinx pose if you prefer. Exhale, release. Okay. From here, lift both feet up. Press your hands. Feet are pointing back. Draw the belly in. Left leg down, just your right leg. Now bend, hold. Right leg back, right leg down. Left leg up. Again, still in a cobra, belly's in, bend, lift, and down. Okay. Bend, lift, bend, and then bring it out towards your elbow. Keep it lifted. Bring it back, down. One more. Lift the cobra, lift, bend out to the side. We're just waking up those hips, those obliques. Bring it back, down, down. Maybe a higher cobra now. Take a little child pose. Inhale, all fours. Okay, walk your hands forward, curl your toes under. Inhale, up cat. Exhale, round the spine, lift the knees, lift the hips. And then just a few breaths, just stretch it into your down dog, any old way you like. You continue with that. I'm just going to change a prop in here. My heat, I had it on, and again, I had it on too early and too long. Okay, bend your left knee, press your right heel to the ground and hold. Change, press your left heel to the ground, bend your right knee. Okay. From here, find down dog, but I want you to slide your feet back a little, like you're trying to create an extra vertebra in your back. Lengthen, hold. Okay, walk your feet back normal. And inhale, plank and hold. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Could be knee plank, by the way, guys. Exhale, down dog. Okay. Pigeon. Your way there. I'm going to three-legged dog. Bring my right knee behind my hand. I'm going to keep the weight in my hand. So I'm going to let a lot of weight come down into this hip. Might even come up into fingertips. Press into your right shin. Okay. Let your right hip come down. Then sweep your left leg forward. You're coming into cross-legged. Don't worry if it's not the tightest cross-leg. Take a twist to the left. Release, hands behind boat pose, any variation. So it could just be hold your knees in, could be hold your thighs, chest press forward, draw your belly in, could be arms forward. And we're going to go back down dog. So however you want to transition back. Take a breath. So we're just going to do the second side. Left leg through for pigeon. Remember, keep a lot of weight in the hands. Press the ground away, chest forward, literally like a pigeon puffing chest. Hold. And let your left hip down. Right leg comes around. Cross leg. Lengthen up. Take a twist to your right. Check your spines in the center as you turn. You can use the hand for a lever, knees trying to pull down. And again, nice little boat poses release. We're just waking up that core. So any old boat pose you want to do. Might be a bit early to get into these hip flexors too much. And release again. Your way, back to down dog. As you come into down dog, find your dog. Whatever that means this morning to you. And then I want your eyes to go soft and neutral, let your head hang down. Maybe just looking back at your toes. And then soften. Okay. Going to come into a forward fold. Either way, walk your hands to your feet, feet to hands. As you get there, let the body release. Turn your feet out a little. Knees pointing in the direction of your toes. Come into Malasana. And some of you will be up on your heels. We're not going to be here long, but just check your knees are pointing towards the toes. Hold. Again, just working those hips a little. From there, turn your feet forward. Let your knees come down. Lift up. Slowly down. And back up. And again, slowly back. Don't worry about how far. As soon as you feel it working these quads, hips, you've got it. Come back up. Right hand down, left arm to the ceiling. Slowly, this right hand's reaching down as the left arm comes over your body. Again, stretching our right side body. Come back up, change. Left hand down, make a fist. Reach it down, reach the right arm over. And back. Okay, hands down, down. Back, Malasana again, turn. Hold, lengthen. Left hand down, sweep your right arm up. Right arm down, press into the ground, sweep your left arm up. Left hand down, turn your feet a little more forward, lift your hips, get your feet about hip width closer, half lift. Exhale, release, inhale, big bend in the knees, just roll on up. Okay. If you're not near the top of your mat, now's a good time. But before we do that, we'll do a bit more side bending again. So I'm just turning to face you for that. Gonna inhale, arms up. Gonna check my feet and nice and balanced. Left hand down, make a fist. Right arm up. Slowly let that arm come across your body. Back up, try the other side. And over. And back, let's do that. Actually, before we do that, open up the chest. And now back up. Again, left hand down, reaching down as right arm comes across. Might even find there's a little more distance in this now. Back up, try the other side. And back up. And again, cactus arms, open up the chest. Okay, top of the mat, sun salutation, just one round. So, feet together, feet apart, your preference. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms back to the hips. And again, inhale. Reach up, maybe palms touch, taken back. Exhale. This time we flow into a half lift. Inhale. Exhale, big bend of the knees, let your body come on the thighs, let your spine round. Hands, slide them up your shins, half lift. Exhale, release again, big bend, round your spine up. Lengthen up, inhale. Exhale again, big bend, round. Inhale, half lift. Exhale again, big bend, round up. Lengthen up. Exhale, big bend, one more time, round. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release, step your left leg back, left knee on the ground. Hands either side. Stay here or hands on thigh. Lengthen up, arms up if you wish. As we come up, hook your thumbs and then slowly lifting up to the ceiling. Lengthen up. Ground your big toe mound, press into your back shin. You might even want to curl those toes under. Then we're going to release our hands to the mat. Your choice, knee plank, high plank. I'm going to go knee, going to lower down. Any sort of back bend, I'm going to do a lifted cobra. I'm going to release and I'm going to head back, down dog. Going to take a moment in down dog. Okay. Here, left knee on the ground, right leg through. Kneeling lunge, keep your hands on the ground. Left hand down, open your chest to the right. Kneeling lunge, twist. Second time we come through this, it'll be a runner's lunge twist, or it'll be this one again. Right hand down. Now look forward, curl your toes under, lift your knee, step forward. Inhale, half lift again. Exhale, release. Now you can continue to roll up. I'm going to keep straight legs and sweep up. You could bend your knees as much as you like. Palms touch, bring them to the heart. Let's do the second side of that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release. Right leg back, right knee in the ground. You know the choice is stay, hands to thigh, or just arms up. Hook your thumbs, and then maybe just reach to the ceiling. Try to pull those thumbs apart, or lengthen up and kind of swiggle a little left and right. Just creating more weight. Really important, ground your front foot. Maybe again, toe down. Just press the ground away. There's a bit of action in those legs. Release your hands. Plank, again, knee plank or maybe high plank. Chaturanga if you wanted to, or straight to the ground. Inhale, back bend of choice. Could be a things pose. Exhale, release, down dog. Take a moment in down dog, again, just neutralize. Then right knee on the ground, left leg through. Kneeling lunge twist, right hand down, open your chest to the side. Extend your left arm up, ground your big toenail down. Left hand down, looking forward, we're going to step forward. And forward fold. Inhale, sweep up. Palms touch above us, bring it to the heart. Okay, so we're going to do that again, runner's lunge. You're more than welcome to keep up the kneeling lunges if that suits your energy today. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, huffle. Exhale, release. Step your left leg back, again, kneeling or runners, but either way, keep your hands on the ground. Step your right leg back, plank. Lower, again, knee plank if you wish. Chaturanga or to the ground, maybe chaturanga into up dog. Options, please do the back bend that feels right to you. Exhale, back to down dog. Okay, take a moment. Right leg up. We're going to bring the right leg through runner's lunge, so however that works in your body. Coming into runner's lunge, left hand down, runner's lunge twist. Again, could be kneeling twist. Still a really effective twist, ground the big toenail down. Right hand down, looking forward, step forward. Inhale, huffle. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise with your breath. Palms up, maybe go back. Finish at the heart. Okay, one more of those, and then we're going to do some chair poses. So inhale, arms up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Step the right leg back. Again, runner's lunge, kneeling lunge, planks. Your flow from here on in, I'm just going to call this a flow. So maybe you're straight to the ground, lifting up. Exhale brings us back into down dog. Take a breath. Okay, left leg coming forward this time. Then twisting the way you want to twist. Keep that big toenail down. Inner thighs are squeezing in towards each other, pressing to your back heel. Left hand down, looking forward, step forward. Inhale, huff it. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Palms all the way up, palms to the heart. Okay, take a breath, take a moment. Utkatasana, chair pose. So feet about hip width apart. Or together, some of you might have that preference. We're going to bend, arms are going to come up, bend your knees, hips back. Check your knees are over your ankles and facing forward. Hold. From here, bring your right hand to your hip, left hand to your outer thigh. And then just slowly open your body to the right. Come back, check your chair, sit a little deeper. So the body's sitting down, but the upper body's lifting. There's two actions in this pose. This time, right hand to the thigh. Whoops, left hand to the hip, right hand to the thigh. And then just turn. Use a little pull on that thigh as the thigh tries to pull away. It'll help pivot and turn you. Come back, chair pose. And then exhale, forward fold. And you could just hang here. You might want to hold the back of the calves, draw your body down. There could be a big bend in the knees. And then bend your knees, come all the way back up. Okay, let's do that half moon again. So left hand up, right arm alongside. Right arm's reaching down his left arm. So we're stretching. You'll feel the difference in our twists if we get that stretched appropriately. Squeeze your inner thighs in, press into your feet, tuck your tailbone a little. And back up. Change. And back up again. Okay. Ready for your chair pose. So towards the top of that mat, arms up, bend your knees, hips down. So we're going to do chair again. So again, lift that upper body, hands into a prayer. So you're welcome to do the twist we did before like that. Or right hand to the hip, lean forward, turn your body. Now maybe the elbow hooks, maybe it doesn't. Try to keep your knees level, bring your palms together, press. Use the palms pressing to draw the shoulder blade back, like we did in thread the needle. So I'm using that to press away. Going to hold. As I come back to chair, find my chair, change. So whatever you're doing, left hand to hip, turn. Keep your spine in the center, hook your elbow if you want. Bring the spine back. Press your palms strongly together. Think about bringing your left shoulder blade back, and that'll help open your chest up. Come back to chair. Just a brief one. Hands to heart. Down. Inhale, huffing. Exhale, release, plank. Your flow, skip it and go to down dog if you want. Whatever you're doing. Okay, next pose is a little complicated for those who haven't done it before. What I want us to do is bend your right knee. We're going to do a down dog twist. I'm going to take weight into my right hand. Left hand's going to come under and hold what it can. Thigh, calf, ankle, foot. From there, I'm going to straighten my right knee, bend my left, and it's going to pull me into a twist. I'm just going to hold that for a moment. I'm going to release, bring the left hand back. Now, left knee's already bent, right hand under. Again, as I straighten my left leg, right knee bends, pulls me into a twist. I'm looking out under my left arm. And release. Okay, back to down dog. Right leg through, stepping forward, crescent lunge, Anjalasana. So runner's lunge, could be kneeling lunge here by the way guys, lift up. So go to kneeling lunge if you prefer, take your arms up. We're going to hook those thumbs again. And we're just going to pull them a little left, a little right. Hold, bring your hands to your heart. Lean forward, or again, just one-handed hip, one to the side. Turn, or lean forward, come into your prayer twist. Again, this could be back knee on the ground. It'll work just as nice. All the way back to center, both hands to the ground. Just step that down, dog. Not going to flow in between this. Okay, you're going to get your left leg forward, however you wish. I'm doing three-legged dog, stepping forward. Again, I'm going to rise all the way up. First thing I'm going to do is going to get balanced. I'm going to hook my thumbs again, create a bit of length. And then you'll twist. Or maybe you just staying here. Leaning forward. Slowly to the other side. All the way back to center, release your hands, step back, down dog. Put a little flow in if you wish, or just chill out and down dog. Remember, flow is just plank. Exhale to the ground or chaturanga. Inhale, back bend of choice. Exhale brings us back to down dog. As we come back to down dog, let's just take a moment in this one. Let your head hang, soften the eyes, and just feel your breath. Any lingering sensations in our body. Okay, bring your knees to the ground. Extend your left leg forward, shoot it out to the side. From here, press into your left hand, open your body up. Option two, this is option one. Option two, I'm going to take that back foot, straighten it, put it parallel like I was doing warrior two, lifting up that way. So either the way we did it at the start or this way. Okay, right hand down, bring the knee back, and we'll go together in segments. So some of you, right knee forward, just shoot it out to the side, stay there, or open up for a twist. Alternatively, back foot is parallel, lifted, fallen triangle. Okay, as we come out, we're going to change down dog again. Going to end up in a pigeon, but we're going to do a pigeon twist. So I'm going to lift, walk my hands back. Left forearm is coming down on the mat. Now my right hand, like we did to thread the needle, here's my knee, I'm walking out. And all I'm going to do, it's not a big movement. I'm going to press my chest back, my shoulder blade back, using this hand. So there, and press. Left forearm is pressing quite strongly. Press into your right shin, draw your right hip back, left hip forward a little. So just a little pigeon twist. And then quite simply release, come on back. Let's try the second side, left leg. Again, get your pigeon, you're more than welcome to just stay here. Or right forearm down, left forearm hand, and line with your knee, walk it out to the side and open your chest to the side. And release, back to center, down dog for the last flow of the class. So either chill out in down dog or inhale plank, exhale to the ground, inhale back bend, exhale down dog. Take a moment. And then we're going to bring our left leg through. You're going to turn wide-legged forward fold. From there, slide your hands up your legs, come all the way up. All right. Check your legs where you like them to be. We're going to do another wide-legged forward fold. Hands on hip crease. So you might want them closer, wider. Might want to turn them in a little bit. And the first one is just lengthen the spine forward, half lift. Kind of variety. So I'm just there, keep my neck long. I'm going to lift my hips up as my body comes forward. And I'm just looking for a stretch in the back of the legs. That's all we're doing at this point. Some of you will go deeper as long as you keep your spine long. But let the sensation be in your legs. Okay, bend your knees, come back up. Do that again, or bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Same idea. Again, you can bend your knees on the way down and then straighten them once you're in the pose. Maybe a little deeper. Hands, release them. From here, bend, turn your right foot out, bend the knee, walk over to it. This leg here, just trying to straighten the inside of it. And then change, turn that foot out, go the other way. Change again. So I've got to bend my knee, my toes are pointing. I'm going to go a little deeper by coming down onto the ball of my foot. I'm going to come back up, try the other side. So again, I could be here or I can be here. And that foot might actually be flat. Some of us will find that's possible. And change. So wherever you are, be you here or be you here, bring your right hand, right hand down, open your body up, little twist. And change. And back. Come back into a wide-legged forward fold and just scoot yourself around, maybe walk forward a little. Just trying to find how far do you want your feet to be to get a really effective stretch in the back of your legs. And then walk your hands back. Now, I've got a block, and really remiss of me, I should have suggested you had one. You don't need one though. You can. The main reason I would use it is so I can get my body half. It doesn't have to be a block, it could be a pillow, it could be any old thing that just gives you a little bit of a lift. I'm going to go without it. My sin, I'm going to come up with fingertips and do it from there. So it saves you hunting around for one. Bring your right hand to your hip keep your spine right in the center as you just open your chest, open your body to the right. Press into your feet, squeeze your inner thighs. So my thighs are trying to squeeze into each other as I press the feet. It allows me to access the spine better. Going to slowly release, left hand. We are going to do this twice, so I'm doing it without raising the left hand, arm. And just turn, look to the side, any amount. And release. Okay. Let's do that again, but this time my right hand's going to lead me into the pose. So flat back, strong legs, and then slowly sweep the arm up, forward up. And back down. Try the other side. And down. Okay, from here, slide your hands back. Maybe just under your body, lift your hips, maybe walk them back, lift your elbow, bend your elbows. And feel free to bend your knees as hands come to hip crease, slowly bring yourself up. Okay, turn your left foot for warrior two. Extend your arms. From here, inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. Now I've got heel to arch, but it could be heel to heel, heel wider. I just want you to feel balanced. So feel free to, as we're going in and out, to just change a little. Okay. Extend your arms. Open palms. Straight leg triangle or bent leg triangle. So bent would be here, straight's here. Reach forward, tilt one arm down, or the bottom arm, left arm, right arm, up, hold. Draw your shoulder blade back. Bend your front knee, front arm on thigh, top arm over, side angle. Press, maybe this hand's reaching to the ground if you wanted to. Press though, or maybe up here is a better place for you to be. Keep your chest open. From there, press into your front foot, straighten back up, change, change. And again, kind of just settling your legs. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Always make sure that knee's pointing in the direction of your toes as you come in and out of that pose. Okay, one more. Triangle pose, your Trikonasana. So that's a bend, that's a straight leg. Reach the arms apart, stretch, head could look at the ground, look to the side. Maybe it's comfortable for you to look at the ceiling. Bend your front knees, side angle pose, Parsvakonasana. Inhale, back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg, parallel the feet. From there, another little wide-legged forward fold. And this time, just hang out for a breath. Let the body go down. And then hands touching, doesn't matter how much the knees bend. Walk your feet in, walk your feet in, walk your feet in. Come into a forward fold, and then just gently, with a big bend in the knees, roll on up. Turn back to face the front. Parsvakonasana. So the last of these sort of standing poses, and then we're going to do a couple of balance poses. So for this pose, step your right leg back, but it's not back here like we were doing a lunge. Step it forward, have the foot facing forward. Hold. And just take a breath. Okay, bend your knees. Take a moment here, take a little sip of water. Got a technical difficulty, which I'm about to sort out. Arm back. Sorry about the technical difficulty. Yeah, we're all good. So, Parsvakonasana, right leg back. Now, you've got about a hip distance in this pose. So, I'm not trying to do line to line. Okay. Hold. We got more technical difficulties. Yeah, no, got it. That'll do. I'm just going to go with that. So, sorry for those that the screen suddenly swapped. Feet facing forward. Slowly bend your knee, lengthening forward. I want you to hold that tabletop, rip your feet apart, as I once again try to work out this technical difficulty. Yeah, just one of those days, these things are going to happen. And that should fix it. Excuse me being right in your camera. Yay, it'll get us through the rest of the class. Just running out of power on my camera. Okay, bend your knee. Gonna go revolve triangle. Bring your right hand up, straighten your legs, bend at your hip crease like we did before, arm forward. Now, hand down to the ground if you want, inside your leg, outside your leg. Left hand to your hip, slowly turn. So strong legs, squeeze your inner thighs, slowly turn your body any amount to the left. Maybe left arm goes up, maybe it doesn't. Okay, bend the knee, slowly come up. Change, right leg forward, left leg back. Again, Parsvottanasana to start. Yeah, camera angles are horrible now, but we'll muddle on through. Slowly, bend the knee, come forward, straighten the leg flat back. So Parsvottanasana, or intense leg stretch. To get the full brunt of this pose, or the full workout, press your feet, try to rip them out apart, squeeze your inner thighs in, and then extend your chest forward. And some of us will go low because we can keep our back flat. Some of us won't even get that low. I'm not going that low. I want to feel the work in my legs. Going to bend the knee to come out, release the hamstring. So again, revolve triangle. Left arm up. Slowly, a little bend in the knee, come forward. Now straighten the legs, arm forward. Body's going to stay up, hands going to come down. Going to slowly, strong legs, lengthen spine, open your body to the right. Again, maybe arm goes up, maybe it doesn't. Not an easy pose for most of us. Well, for a lot of us, some of it might be. Slowly bend your knee, release, and come all the way back up. Step your foot forward. Okay, let's take a breath. Okay, from here, let's do a bow pose. So we're just going to do a couple of gentle balance poses and finish up, and we're going to the mat. So, left leg supporting. You might want to use a wall, a chair. Always have, particularly at home, have the props that make sense to you next to you. Bring your right heel to your body. Hold. Left hand can stay on hip, or left arm can go up. And we're going to do this one twice. So at this point, just press your foot. Feel the stretch in the thigh, the waist, maybe the shoulder, and release. That'll do. Try your second side. And change. So we're going to go back there, maybe a little deeper, maybe exactly the same for you. Left arm up, right hand. Remember, left hand could just be on your hip, so I want you to be comfortable and balanced. This time, press into that hand with the foot. Maybe the leg goes back and up a little as the body goes forward. And it's a morning practice, so go gentle. Just feel where you want the stretch. Be aware of what you're feeling, soft thighs. And that'll do. Change. Try the other side. Right arm up, left hand alongside. Again, press into the hand. That could be plenty. Could be here. Slowly let the leg go back. And the arm goes up. And whoa, off my balance. And release. Okay, dancing Shiva 2 times. Starting with the easiest way into it. Bring your right knee up, interlace your fingers, hold. Option 1, and just turn. Option 2, left hand stays holding the knee. Knee tries to pull out, hand tries to pull it back. Hand on my hip. I like a lot of the twists we're doing. We're just pulling into it. Maybe extend arm back. Maybe play with your balance, see if you can see your thumb. And then release with control. Try the second side. So again, option, interlace, hold, turn to look to the left. Option 2, hold it with the right hand, left hand to your hip. Turn and look to the left. Maybe extend your arm and look back. So a gentle dancing Shiva. And release. Okay. Do that again, and I'm going to give us another option. So I'm going to take us through the other options though. So right now, hold both hands, one hand, turn, or now the hand goes the outside of the foot, extend, extend, hold. Don't worry too much, the leg's not straightening today. I know mine's not. And bend, and release. That'll do. Try second side. Whatever you're doing. And well done. Okay. Simple tree pose. Finish off this little part of the practice. So bring your weight into your left leg. Bring your right foot into your thigh. Or calf or heel or whatever you're doing. And we're just going to slow the breath down. Next thing we do is we're heading to the ground. And release. One to go. One last tree. So just find your tree, whatever you're doing. And release. Okay. Come into facing forward, come down into Malasana, very brief one. Remember, some of us will be up here. Main thing is knees pointing to the toes. Lower yourself down. Come all the way back down, either into cross-legged or into kneeling again. So, or legs forward. We're just going to do eagle arms one more time. So we're going to open up cactus arms. This time we're going to hold our eagle arms. So bring your left arm under, right arm on top. Palms together, come together, lift them up, and just press and hold. And then a little rounding, chin to chest, round your spine, elbows to chest. Work that upper spine. Inhale back up, change, arms out, and under again. Again, lift a little, hold that, and then round, chin to chest, elbows. And release. Transition onto your back. First thing to do is just bring your knees to your chest, give yourself a little massage, squeeze it in, circle it. And then let your feet come into bound angle, arms wherever you want. We're just going to take a couple of breaths before we move on again. Okay. Feet into easy rest, arms alongside the body, bridge pose, hands alongside. Check your knees are over your ankles. You could just touch your heels or feel for it. Walk your feet in and out. Do the first one just practicing. Draw the belly and lift the hips, lower back, middle back, upper back. And if the feet don't feel in the right place, maybe they're going to go wider, closer. And a good way of telling us what's happening at your knees, squeeze your inner thighs in, don't let them splay out, and then slowly down. So again, if the feet don't quite feel right, and generally if your knees are in any sort of real discomfort, they're not in the right place. Draw the belly in and slowly lift up again. Exhale slowly down. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale down. Okay. Bring your right knee into your chest, left leg long. Squeeze it in. Activate the left leg. Going to turn it into a twist. This right foot touches your left thigh. Bring it across your body. Come back to centre, outside edge of the left foot on top of the left thigh, right foot on top of the left thigh. Here, lazy figure four, or lift it up, hands between the legs, draw the body back. And release, change, right leg long, left leg in, squeeze it in. Turn it into a twist. This foot could just step on top of the right thigh if you wanted to. I quite like touching it on the inside of the thigh. Again, going for that big twist. And come back to centre. And continue, hold. Bring that into the figure four once again. And release. Okay. Roll up, come all the way to centre. Let's do a simple little one more twist. Come all the way back to centre, twist the other way. And then set yourself up for Shavasana. So just lying on your back. I'm just going to get the lights in the studio. So by all means, find yourself a comfortable position. If there's any other position you want to be in, on your back, on your side, feel free to do that. And then just holding, nothing to do. Turn your head a little left and right. Just allow your body to release. Nothing to do for a few breaths. It's a really short Shavasana to finish our practice this morning. Notice if your mind starts to get too involved in whatever's going on. See if you can just come back to your breath. Again, we're in Shavasana, just lying down. Just awareness of the breath to close our practice of today. Mind wanders in Shavasana. Maybe follow the thoughts, or alternatively just let them float by like clouds. There is nothing to do but lie. slowly bring awareness back to the room. If you want a longer Shavasana, just stay lying. Awareness back into your breath as I just bring the lights back in. And just feel the body as you come out of that seated lying position. Then inhale, movement in the toes, the fingers, maybe to opposite shoulders. Give yourself a hug, a stretch. And when you're ready, bring yourself up. Any sort of seated position, we're just closing the class. Palms to the heart, take a big breath in, feel your breath, your body, your energy. And then touching your forehead for gratitude. To your heart, lips for truthfulness, and your heart center for kindness to everyone, including yourself. A little bow if you wish. Thank you for practicing today. Namaste.